All right, good afternoon, good day to you guys again. Wanted to hop back in to give you all some information on the epic hero. A lot of you guys are working on the writing of Gilgamesh. You're being asked to explain or to justify the reasons why Gilgamesh is an epic hero. So we're going to go through some of these quickly. A prior video that I did on attacking the writing prompt. So if you're working on the Gilgamesh, watching that writing prompt attack first and then this one next will definitely help you with responding to that. So let's look at some of the characteristics, some of the things that we need to know in order to respond to this prompt. All right, so first of all, an epic hero, or what an epic is just a long narrative poem that relates the great deeds of a larger-than-life hero who embodies the values of a particular society. And we definitely see this with Gilgamesh. All right, so epics often concern eternal human problems such as the conflict between good and evil, and those concepts are often represented in a person, like Gilgamesh represented good and evil is represented by his opponent or his foe. It's written or told in a grand scale and is often has a ceremonial language style. All right, there are two types of epics. You have the folk epic, which is oral compositions passed on from storyteller to storyteller and has changed over time, something like oral history. And then you also have the literary epic, where the story has been written and it has gone unchanged and people just continue to read the written account of this event. All right, so there are 5 main characteristics of the epic hero. So first, the epic hero is a great leader who is identified strongly with a particular people or society. See that in Gilgamesh. All right, the setting is broad and often includes supernatural realms, especially the land of the dead. Again, we see this also in Gilgamesh. All right, the hero does great deeds in battle or undertakes an extraordinary journey or quest. We see this also. Remember, the quest that they're going on should take several days, but they end up making it in only a few days. So again, another characteristic that we see in Gilgamesh. All right, sometimes gods or other supernatural or fantastic beings take part in the action. You see this with Gilgamesh's sidekick, how he's there to assist him in this quest. And then the story is told in heightened language. And when we say heightened language, that means overly glorifying the hero. All right, some epic hero characteristics. The epic hero is always larger than life, who embodies the highest idea of his culture. The epic hero usually undertakes some type of journey or quest. Epic heroes live on after death, meaning they are forever remembered by those who live after them, those who live during that time. So they achieve immortality because the story is continually passed on from generation to generation. Epic hero characteristics are not what we would call a Superman with magical powers, but a regular human whose aspirations and accomplishments set him apart. So Gilgamesh doesn't have laser eyes or, all these superhuman type of qualities, but he has the qualities of a man, but they're just heightened. So he has great endurance and he's fierce. All these things that a normal person would have, but his is heightened in such a way that makes him a hero. All right, overcomes great obstacles, opponents to maintain humanity. We see all these in the different examples there. All right, epic heroes experience typical human emotion feelings, but they are able to master and control these traits to a greater degree than a typical person. Epic hero characteristics. It is often necessary for the epic hero to connect or to make contact with lesser humans in order to succeed. Think about the journey that he goes on and the people that he encounters and what happens throughout this story. All right, so some examples from Gilgamesh that as you're working on writing, responding to that prompt, and the prompt asks you to explain or to persuade or to discuss the reasons why Gilgamesh is an epic hero. So, what are some of the examples that we see? First, the main character is a hero. He's often possessed of supernatural abilities and qualities. We see these by his endurance, his strength, all of these things. The hero is tested and often has to prove his worthiness in order for him to go on this quest. And we see this with the fight, the initial fight that he has to win. And then the hero travels, takes him into a supernatural world, often one that normal humans are barred from entering. So all three of these are examples that you saw in the story Gilgamesh that would be viable arguing points for you to prove that um, Gilgamesh is an epic hero. So again, if I were you, I would go back and look at the attack the writing prompt, and then I will come back to this video to watch this one to look at or to examine a little bit more closely how Gilgamesh fits those criteria, fit those characteristics of an epic hero.